Morning eights. In our last reading, Ben was at a private school dance and he ended up dancing with and kissing Jennifer. Um, it also happened that Zan threw some jello at Richard. So we picked this up today where Ben goes back to school for the first time after the dance. So here we go. This is half brother number 15. Monday, when I arrived at school, I was so nervous my joints felt like jello. "Hey, Ben," Jen said with more of a sneer than usual. I suppose Jane and Shannon knew. Jennifer would have told them right away. It took all my determination to keep walking towards their little group in the hallway. Jane's force field was very powerful today. "Hey," I said casually to Jennifer, and then her eyes went elsewhere. I'd hoped that, after our kiss, we'd have this amazing unspoken bond, and electricity would be coursing between us. But things seemed worse now. Much worse. All the good opening lines I'd prepared in my logbook evaporated inside my head. I just stood there listening to her talk to her friends and wishing the bell would hurry up and go. As I made my way to the homeroom, I suddenly felt paranoid. Everyone was looking at me. How many people knew? Had she told David? She didn't need to. All it would take was one person to spread it through the whole school. Jane would do that. No problem. Over the weekend, I thought I wanted everyone to know I kissed her. But what if she told her friends I was a bad kisser? Or she hadn't wanted to kiss me, but she was just being polite, and now everyone would think I was a total nerd. Later that morning, as I was changing for gym, Mike Heyman said, "So, you and Jennifer Godwin. Good going, Tomlin." He didn't sound sarcastic, but genuinely admiring. "Yeah, well," I said, trying to tie my shoelaces, playing it cool. "So are you two going out now?" "Nah, I mean, she's not allowed to go out till she's 16. Parents." "Oh yeah?" He didn't look convinced by this. I was kind of late getting to lunch that day, and David and Hugh were just leaving. David nodded his head in greeting, but didn't say anything. Maybe it was best that way. A big group of grade 10s came in and filled up the middle of the table, so I sighed and headed down to Hobbit Town. "Hey, Ben," said Henry Gardner, handing me a platter. There was one French fry left. I put it on my plate. "Kill it, you fill it," said one of his nerdy friends, and guffawed. "Yep," I said, getting up. After lunch, I was on the way to math class when Andrew Reese said, "Hey, Tomlin, nice work," and winked at me. Between geography and science, Mark Curtis said, "She's quite the babe, Tomlin." My alpha male pride was feeling pretty stoked by the end of the day. After final period, as I was getting stuff from my locker, Jennifer came up to me without Jane or Shannon attached to her. "Hey," she said, smiling, and I felt this wave of happiness crest over me. Palm trees sprang up and sand spread out to blue sea. "Hey," I said, and had to fight hard not to mention the dance. I wasn't going to be the first to do it. I was going to play it cool, just like Peter had said. "So, at the dance?" she said. "Uh-huh," I said helpfully. A couple of people passed by, looking at us, and I felt pretty important, just hanging out and talking with Jennifer. "That was fun, right?" she said. "Oh yeah, it was fun," I agreed, nodding. "Just 'cause, well, it's not like we're going out or anything. Because you can't go out till you're 16, yeah, I know." "Right," she said, looking surprised and almost relieved. "Okay, cool." "Absolutely," I said. "Great, you're the best, Ben." And she gave me a little hug, the kind she gave to her friends when they were all excited to see each other after the whole period apart. "Okay, see you," she said brightly. "See you." I went back to getting my books, trying to figure out what we'd just said to each other. I decided I really had no idea what was going on.